Hello everyone, Matt back here with another video. Today I want to make a real quick video on a few updates and a few items that I purchased the other night. Shopping around in a few stores. Nothing too major here. If you guys aren't interested, just skip the video. It's just a few items here and some updates. So first here on the aspects of sharpening, everything here has to do with bushcraft. And yeah, I got two files for sharpening my axes. I bought these both at Home Depot. The Nicholson files, I got a fine and a coarse, and I also got a handle for them with a total of $20. So this is a whole system to put a nice edge back up on my axes for only $20. So, and these will last a long time. I used files in the past, and you'll definitely see a video coming up soon on why I prefer you to use files to put an edge on an axe. So, but you'll see a video coming up soon on that. Put that aside. Other things to do with sharpening here. I kind of opened the package already, but what I have here is, well, first off, I watched iHatchet Jack's video on sharpening his knives, and how he does it is he uses a strop and automotive sandpaper. So I thought, watching his videos and how good of a fine edge he got on his knives, I thought I would try out his method. So what I picked up here was 400, 800, whoop, falling behind here, 400, 800, and 1000 grit sandpaper. And 400, of course, would be for a really, really dull knife. But yeah, and then I just move up, and then I'm going to also as well purchase a strop off the internet. So I just wanted to share with you guys that real quick. I have whetstones, but I really don't, I bought them at like just a hardware store, and they didn't really label what grit it was, so I couldn't really move up in grit. So I know one side was coarse, one side was fine, but I wanted to be able to move up in gradually. So, but I didn't know the grits, and as well, of course, you can feel it and kind of get a good idea of it. But I wanted more of a precise number, so that's why I picked up these, and it's really cheap. For those sandpapers, there was only $10 for all three, and if it doesn't work, it's not a big loss, but if it does work, it's a very, very cheap method, and it should work out great. So, alright, next here. I went to Walmart, and I was looking on the shelves in the outdoor section, and I noticed this, and I knew what it was right off the bat. This is 100% natural Fatwood fire starter, and it was only $5 for this really big 5-pound box of this fire starter, and they're all little. Let's see if I can get a little piece out for you guys. Just give you an idea how big these pieces are without opening the box. There we are. See? They're nice sized pieces, and they're all, you can smell them. They're definitely have a lot of resin in them. So I picked up those, and for only $5 I couldn't pass it up at all. You'd probably say, well, why couldn't you harvest that out in the woods? Well, the woodlot that I go to, it doesn't really have a lot of pine trees in it, actually none at all. So I couldn't really harvest any for myself. So that's why I picked that up. And if I cut those down and cut them in half and put them in my fire kit, they should work great for tinder. Okay, next here. I went to Ollie's and picked up a Guyot Designs water bottle. I know these water bottles are really, really well talked about in the bushcraft forums and such. It's a really, really sturdy bottle, I can tell. You're not going to push the walls in whatsoever. I don't really feel any give. This is, I think, the 24-ounce water bottle, so it's the smallest of all the water bottles, and it has it does kind of go in, move in, not like the $54 water bottle that's the big cylinder. So it is small, but I only got it for $8. So another thing you couldn't pass up, and it should work great because right now, for the spare water that I keep in my pack, I hold it in a plastic water bottle, like an Ozark Trail or Outdoor Products plastic water bottle, and I wanted more multi-purpose usability items in my pack, so I wanted a metal one so I could boil water in it as well. With the aspects of that, I did pick up Rust-Oleum high heat paint. I'm going to spray this, my water bottle, and I'm going to spray some of my cookware to see if it, what I heard was it's easier to clean and a lot of things won't stick to it from the fire. So I'm going to spray the outside of the water bottle. If it doesn't work good and it melts off, you know, not a really big loss, but hopefully it helps in that aspect of keeping the stuff off my water bottles from the fire, and it's easier to clean. Next here, I picked up a soaker hose, which it's a thinner soaker hose, and I have 50 feet of it, and you're probably wondering, well, how does that have anything to do with bushcraft? Well, in my permanent pine setup in the back, I am starting a 5-gallon bucket garden, and I'm going to be making that, and the way I thought to water my plants is use a soaker hose, and the method of doing so, you'll see in a lot of videos I'll be posting of that, but like I'll just keep doing videos on all the different things of it and all that, the whole process. But yeah, I'm going to be using that stuff, and hopefully it's long enough. If it's not, I can just get some more. But yeah, so I picked up some of that. Next here, I have been starting to make PVC axe sheets, and this is just an example just to show you guys. I flattened out this piece. It's kind of wavy, but it is hard to kind of make a lot of these do-it-yourself projects to an extent because I don't have that many tools. You know, I use a heat gun to heat up the stuff, and it works alright, but it doesn't really have an even heating. So I'm gonna think about getting one of those small toaster ovens, and maybe that would do better. But I don't know yet. I just have to fiddle around with things and test it to how I like it. But you'll see videos on this as soon as I have the process down, and I'm happy with my results. So you'll see videos on that as well. With this Bear Grylls knife, I've done a few things to it, and I definitely gave it a lot of use. You can see here, it already has burn marks on the handle. The handle has a little, it just melted away because it is plastic. So I dropped this in the fire once and it just melted right through. But that's no problem. It's just cosmetic damage. Nothing that would take away the usability of the knife. But it's working out good, and so far, I'm going to make a test video on this, and I'll make a review on it as soon as I get some more testing of this knife. But that's really it. Yeah, I do have to order a strap up on eBay. Hopefully I can get a nice one. And just looking around for different gear and such. You'll see quite a few videos coming up soon of all these like do-it-yourself projects that I come up with and all that. But yeah, guys, thanks for subscribing to my channel. That really helps out. I really appreciate it. It's nice to have followers. Just watching my videos, it makes you bring out more videos and makes it more of an enjoyable process. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.